Are you a fan of combat, but do you wish that Garry's mod combat could be a little bit better? Well, then I have 3 4 mods for you. But first, I want to give a huge shout out to this awesome map from Swelter, which is a mod based on Half-Life 2 that took place a few years before Half-Life 2, if I'm not mistaken. Looks pretty cool, and we're going to be playing on it today, and I have no idea what the hell's up with that tree. So when it comes to Garry's mod, a lot of the times you're going to be in a firefight, or in this case, a stick attack. But in a real fight, you're going to notice that a stick may not work all that well. You're also going to notice that after a good fight, you're probably going to be a bit beat up, and your ammo might be, well, a little worse for wear. However, this mod is going to make that even more enjoyable. This is the Smooth Pickup mod, and it is exactly as the name does suggest. When you pick up items now, it'll slowly move into you as you grab it up. It almost looks like Minecraft's pickup system, in fact. And this is such a simple mod, but I really do enjoy it for some reason. There's really not much to it, like, that's it. That is the entire mod, and I love it. It's really fun. Now, obviously, you're not really going to get much benefit from this, but you will be stocking up regularly on supplies when you're fighting. And yeah, maybe I'm kind of stretching that a bit for combat, but I think it fits the bill, and it's a fun mod. Next up, we got a mod that is pretty damn simple. And by simple, I mean simple combat roll. Yeah. It's a mod that lets you roll by simply pressing crouch while running. You'll do the roll, and I love it because it does not interfere with your view. So, you know, like if you wanted to roll and then still keep targets on your enemies, it's really easy to do that while they're going to struggle to hit you. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and see how well this combat roll keeps me alive. And by just kind of rolling around here, I mean, the enemies are kind of having trouble targeting onto me. And I'm even dodging quite a few bullets. I'm looking at my health right now, and it's really not going down all that much compared to just sitting still, or even moving normal, or even sprinting. Like, I'm losing so much more health doing this compared to just doing this. Now, obviously, this is not all that fun to just roll around. Well, actually, that's a lie. It really kind of is. However, you can use it in conjunction with combat, and that's going to make it very effective at killing enemies and not getting hit in the process. Plus, I mean, come on, how often am I going to be able to do this in a video? That is one thing else I did want to mention, is that you can do it in any direction, and the thing I love about it is that it does actually look different when you do it in a direction. Now, you're probably just doing like a typical animation and your body's just kind of rolling, but it looks pretty good. Now, we have taken a look at a rolling mod in the past. It was also part of a 3 Awesome Mods video. Now, you can kind of pick your poison, but I love how simple this is, and it doesn't need like an extensive animation mod. Now, if you hate fall damage, or if you're allergic to gravity, no worries, because this roll is going to save you, and if you thought I did something there, guess what? My hand's off my keyboard. It's completely automatic. If you were to take any kind of fall damage, it'll automatically roll for you, and you will not be harmed. Alright, next up we have ready NPCs. But we also have NPC overshooting. Now, these are 2 different mods made by the same creator. However, they do kind of try to achieve something similar, and that's a more immersive fighting experience. So normally when you fight NPCs or you run into them, you know, you're like this, and then it takes a while for one of them to even know that you're there. And they're slow to turn around. It's not fun. Now, I had to kind of simulate that because I do have the mod installed. However, as you'll see, that is definitely not the case with this mod. The moment that they know where you are, they are definitely going to be gunning for you. Now, it's hard to say how useful this mod is because, I mean, let's be real, guys. A lot of the time when you're spawning NPCs in, you're spawning them like that. And I don't know exactly how, well, more ready they can be when you spawn them in, so this mod might be better for those maps where the NPCs are already on the map. However, I didn't want to end the video on that, so that's why I did include another one, and this mod is going to be a bit more noticeable, albeit still kind of a light mod. And that is, of course, that NPC overshooting mod I mentioned. What it does is NPCs, when they lose line of sight of you, they're going to continue shooting for a little while after, even though they have no line of sights on me. Now, how useful is this mod? Obviously, you know, not super useful, although it can be in figuring out where your enemy is. If they're going to constantly be shooting at you, then you'll know that they're still there while they're shooting. Although that's kind of a very niche thing. I really had to dig deep for that. However, it does make for some pretty interesting firefights like this one, where these NPCs are shooting at these windows, constantly trying to break through when normally they probably wouldn't have even tried. Now here's the thing that's really cool about this mod, and that is that it is configurable. So I did change it to 6 from when they're going to shoot, which I assume that means that that's 6 seconds. Something else that's also pretty cool is you can increase the chance that they will, well, shoot the wall. So if we go ahead and set it at 100, I mean, that's kind of a lot of ammo they're wasting just shooting the wall. So you don't want it to happen all the time, because of course you do want the Combine to eventually come in where you are to try to shoot you. But it is kind of cool to know that, well, occasionally they'll just sit there and shoot at the wall, which is kind of funny, but also kind of realistic when you realize suppressive fire is a thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff, and I love it because it makes the Combine not feel so robotic or static. Like, they're always going to be shooting at you if they have a chance, even if it's not always going to hit you. And there you guys have it. I know that those weren't the most intense mods, but there were 3 mods I found that fit the bill, and I thought, you know what, let's make a video about it. But as always, I'd love to know what you guys think down below. I don't know why they're running away from me. Guys, wait! I'm trying to do an outro here. Links will be in the description as always. Leave a like, subscribe. You guys know what to do. Thank you all so much for watching this until the end. I'll see you guys in the next video. I have no Combine to kill now, so I guess I'm just gonna walk. Stay awesome, my friends. And as always, thanks for watching and farewell.